The other day I gave this guy's Instagram a shout out because he makes Aluminess style side ladders for $350. The Aluminess cost $700. You know how he thanked me? He sent me a free ladder. Let's go ahead and unwrap this. Here's the ladder. It was wrapped nicely for shipping. Bottom mounting point and top mounting point. I'm gonna go ahead and measure this area right here. It measures just under 16 inches across. Here's the bottom of the ladder, just under 16 inches. Headed to Home Depot to pick up some drill bits and clamps for this installation. So the ladder mounting points are just under 16 inches wide. So this is how you mount the ladder. You're going to utilize the factory drip rails right here and this section of metal. So you have all of this and the drip rails. So if you want to do the side mount between the driver's side door and this wheel well, you could put the ladder in this area, anywhere in this area right here. So here's the tricky part. We're gonna have to measure if you have a standard length van. So on the extended van, you have all this area right here. So if you have a standard length van, you're gonna put it behind the rear wheel. So measure it out, and like I said, it's just under 16 inches. If you have fender flares, you might have to move out a little out. So just make sure you have enough space just under 16 inches here and above the roof, because I'm gonna put mine right here. I'm gonna mount mine at this edge right here. So that's what you want to do if you have a standard length van and you intend on mounting it behind the wheel. You're gonna have a lot less area here. Here's Ryan's Instagram account for anyone interested in buying one of these ladders. $350. Like I said, they're wrapped really nicely before they're shipped out. And here's some examples of his ladder on other vans. I did a quick measurement for you guys for anyone with a non-extended van, just under 16 inches right here if you want to mount it on this area. Or like I said, you could mount it anywhere in the middle. So there it is, a couple of vans with these ladders on them. And then once I have the ladder on my van, I'll post the install video and send him pictures of my van. You know what people ask me about all the time? My light bar. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at the mounting points. Mounting point here. I will explain the spider webs later. So mounting point there, 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 and there, and that's just the light wiring right here. So quick look at how this is built. So Ryan, if you could fabricate something like this, you're gonna have the market all to yourself. This is an ORW light bar. I bought it about 11 years ago. It was on my last van build and I transferred it to my current van build. I know there are a lot of people like me, that's why they always ask me about this light bar, who are 40 Econoline fanatics, but they don't want to shell out $2 grand for a fancy bumper. So leave it in the comment section, who would buy something like this for their van? I wonder how many ORW actually sold. I think I've only seen this light bar on 3 other vans other than mine. Before I wrap up this video, I have a really cool story to share with you guys. I wanted to give Ryan a shout out because the world needs talented people like him. He knows how to make Aluminess side ladders for half the price, $350. Most of my friends, subscribers, viewers here on YouTube are here for the van stuff. So I gave him a shout out because I want to give you guys a heads up. Whoever wants one of these ladders, half the price. So he was super appreciative and told me, thanks for the shout out, man. I want to send you a free ladder as a thank you. All you have to do is pay for the shipping. And I told him, listen, man, right now I'm unemployed. I've been unemployed the last 2 months. But the moment my life gets back on track, I will take a road trip, say hi to you, and pick up a ladder. He's based out of California, so I've been unemployed. That's why my van has spider webs on it. So the moment my life's back on track, me to spray off these spider webs and get back on the road. And you know what he told me? He told me, you know what, man? I'm just gonna send you a ladder. It's on me. So I told him, man, that means a lot to me, man. That like really made my day. And I told him I've been really down lately because I don't have a job. I've been like low-key depressed, man. So yeah, I told him, dude, the moment I get your ladder, man, I will install it, make videos about it, and give you more shout outs. And he told me, you don't have to make any videos or shout outs, man. I just want to give this ladder to you. I said, nah, man, that's not how I do things. Speaking of talented people, I got these wide body fenders for free. A buddy of mine makes these. He sells them for $500 delivered from San Diego to the Los Angeles area. $500. The bolt holes are already there. The other fiberglass fenders for these vans, you have to drill in the holes yourself. So he already did that part, and he makes them thicker than the other fiberglass fenders. But yeah, man, that really cheered me up because, yeah, man, I've been low-key depressed. I've kind of talked about it on my channel without really elaborating on it. But yeah, that cheered me up. I'm really blessed in terms of like, man, I have some great friends into this hobby. I got talented friends like Ryan, my buddy who makes these fiberglass fenders. He hasn't set up a store yet, so he's kind of being like, you know, he's still setting that up. So yeah, you know, if you want those fenders, just let me know. I'll give you his number. And then Larry from Action Van Suspension. We've become good friends over the last couple of years, so I've been blessed in that regard. So long story short, this is what happened. I've been at my last job for 9 years. I was there for 9 years before I was fired. Every job has a golden boy. You know who I'm talking about, that golden boy at a job who can do no wrong. So over the last 2 years, the golden boy at my job has been harassing me. So at my job, I drive this electric car with trailers. So I pick up boxes that are 75 to 150 pounds or anything oversized for conveyor belts like tires, right? So my job was to pick those up and take them to the proper load points. So sometimes when I'm driving, this dude would just say, take a cheap shot at me as he walks by. He always says it as he walks away. He'll say stuff like, look at this guy with the easy job. And, you know, he walks really fast away from me when he says stuff like that. Or I'll be driving my little electric car and the rule is I have the right of way. But he'll stop right in front of me and tie his shoe. And stuff like that. I need a job, so I can't be getting into any confrontation. So I would tell management, hey, tell this little golden boy, calm down. I know he doesn't like me, but don't impede my job. I have people at work that I don't like, but I'm never impeding anyone's job. I'm never getting into anyone's way. I'm professional at the end of the day. So 2 months ago, I'm talking to my friend during break. This guy walks by and he says this in my ear. He calls me the female genitalia in my ear really loud, the P word. And as he says it, he's walking away. I get hot right away, man. I see red right away. So I go after him and said, would you like to repeat that, sir? And he's walking away really fast. And he says, I'm not scared of you. And I say, you're not scared of me, but you're walking towards management to save you, aren't you? And I said, would you like to discuss this after work? And then management sees us talking and he's, you know, he knows what's going on. And he says, guys, you can't be doing this. Anyway, that same day, this guy makes lewd comments towards a young lady. And this guy has a history of making lewd comments to young women at work. And yeah, he did that the same day. He pretended he wanted to get into a fight with me. So you know what happened? We both got suspended and we both ended up getting fired. So this guy has been messing with me the last 2 years. I finally stand up for myself and I get fired. But this guy makes lewd comments towards women. He you know, pretends he wants to pick fights with people. We both get fired, but yeah. So what's the lesson here? I shouldn't ever stand up for myself. That's a horrible lesson, isn't it? But anyway, I'm waiting for a background check right now. And if I get this job that I'm trying to get into, it's going to be life-changing. So Katrina, if you're watching this, Katrina, send me your blessings. I always appreciate seeing you and your blessings. I need it. Man, if I get this job I'm applying to, I could start as early as the 6th of June and I'll be back on track. Yeah, I've been depressed, man. And shout out to my girlfriend. She's been taking the brunt of it. She's been seeing the brunt of my really messed up attitude lately. And as soon as I get this job, I hope I get this job, it'll be life-changing. And I'm going to make it up to her. But yeah, true story, man. You guys, I've been down the last 2 months. Low-key, maybe even high-key depressed. But you guys cheer me up, man, when you guys get hyped up about the van hobby. Guys like Ryan, with such a cool gesture, man. Of course I'm gonna give this guy more shout outs. Of course I'm gonna make, he told me I don't have to make videos, but I'm gonna make videos. So I'm gonna do an install video. Today's video is just kind of like a preview. But thank you, Ryan. Thank you to everyone. A couple of you have known my situation through messaging, through text, through phone calls. And yeah, the last 2 months have been really hard. I've been really down, man. I feel like I'm not a productive part of society anymore. You know, I just want to get back on track, man. So yeah, thank you to everyone. Yeah, that's why I've been uploading so many YouTube videos lately. It actually really cheers me up to talk to you guys about vans. So ladder install soon. I really appreciate all of you, especially you, Brooke.